Hi, so today I will go and talk about my essay paper, no? My essay paper is about exposition of Simone de Beauvoir's The Second Sex and women's experience and history, no, in the society. So, uh, Simone de Beauvoir's book, The Second Sex, was published in 1949, no? And here she tackled the treatment of women, no? And their experiences in history. That is why I also tackled in my paper the experiences of women and society, and I elaborate it there, no? I will going to elaborate it there, no? So before we go to Simone de Beauvoir's second sex, let's try to look at first way Simone de Beauvoir. So Simone de Beauvoir was born on nine was born in 1908 and died in 1986, no, 6 years after Jean Paul Sartre died, no. So Simone de Beauvoir is a French philosopher, no. She is a existentialist feminist philosopher. She is also a writer, no, and author of many novels, and she's a mother too, no. She adopted a young woman, no, after before Jean Paul Sartre died, no. So Jean Paul Sartre is her uh, lifelong partner, no? And her ideas about existentialism and feminism were also influenced by her lifelong partner Jean Paul Sartre, no. And let's go now to her book, no, The Second Sex, and my essay paper. So in this essay paper, I will first going to discuss, no, the women's history and experiences. So in that part, I explained the history of women, like, no, before, even before, no, I find out that women is really, you know, treated differently as men, no. They were inferior, no, ever since in the society, no, and their experiences is so tragic, no. Even for me, it is really tragic, no. I remembered, no, I add in my essay paper about the experience of women during the era of medieval era, or the church era, no, wherein women were being accused, no, most of the women were being accused of being a witch or using witchcraft, no, without due process, no. The church condemns that, no, and because they were condemned, no, uh, and they were being accused of using witchcraft, no, they were being executed, no. Some were being hanged on the bridge, some were burned alive, no, some were being killed, no, simply killed, no. Like for example, the experience of Saint Joan of Arc, no, she is a French saint also, no. She were been accused of using a witchcraft, no, when she was been detained by the English, no, because there is a war that time, no. She was being burned alive, no, with the order of the English bishop, no, in the England, no, without a proper proper uh, process, no, and things like that, no. So with that, no, women were been really uh, treated unfairly, no. Women before were not allowed to vote, They were not allowed to study. They must be only inside the homes, cleaning the home, serving their father, brothers, no, the male in society. And for example, in the Philippines, no, uh, women before are, especially when the time of the tribes in the Philippines, women were just mostly slaves, no, even in other countries, no, in the western, no, women were just slaves. They were being sold to rich people, no, something like that. And there are instances in the history that they were being used as, sex slave, a very sad thing, especially in time of uh, World War II, Japanese soldiers, used women as their sex slaves, It's a very terrible thing, a very tragic one. So, because of these things, Simone de Beauvoir were being, you know, aware aware of this, she is aware, and this experience caught her attention, to write a book about this, in existentialism, in and feminism, so that's why she able to write the second sex. And the book is not only about the women's experience in the history, but also of her own experiences, as a woman. There, she explained that women is not just simply a woman that we know, no. Women is not only a mere human being like men who have reproductive system, no, who have uterus, who have vagina, or something like that, a biological definition of women that she talk about, it is not only about that, and as she studied it, uh, she found out, I mean, that women is not just simply a girl or what we used to know, but women is defined by men, defined by the society. Women is defined depends, no, on the attributes that was given to her. That is why Saint Thomas Aquinas said that women is unperfect man. Why? Because if we try to recall on the study of the creation of the world, God created women out of Adam's ribs, sa tadyang niya. And she was created in that way. So, with that, it is very clear, for Saint Thomas Aquinas that women is imperfect man, What is the defects or imperfectness of man is in the women, and Hegel, as what Simone de Beauvoir also tackled in her book, that women are unpredictable and dangerous, in the public, because they were driven by their emotions, and that is what they used to be, and Simone de Beauvoir acknowledged it too, that women is actually like that most of the time they were being emotionally driven, so Simone de Beauvoir also said that women is the other, in philosophy, other is about the consciousness of I and the other, of we and the other. And for Simone de Beauvoir, other is having or being different, from I, from we. That's why she compared women being other to the black Jews, to the black Americans in the US, the Jews, the wrong, and to the people who were being considered as the other, because they were different, no. But unlike the blacks, no, women being the other is simply they were literally different. Sorry for that noise, no. They were literally different. Why? Because unlike the blacks, they have organization, no. They have standing in the society, no. Their otherness is uh, somehow constructed, no. Unlike the women, that they were just simply as they were, no. They don't have like in movements like the Americans, no. If there are, it was just recent ones, no. They don't have a place where to stand. That is why women were being described as the other. And and Hegel, as what Simone de Beauvoir said, no, for Hegel, the women were like a in a master and slave uh, position, no. And Simone de Beauvoir used that idea of Hegel, no, master and slave, no. The master is the woman, and because the master is men, no. That is why women became slave, because the master is stronger than women, no, and it makes them inferior to men, no. And it is really like that. If we try to look at in the society, women were really inferior to men. And also, Simone de Beauvoir said that one is not born woman but becomes a woman. Why? Because as what Simone de Beauvoir said, no, ever since a woman young, they were just like dolls, that they were been if the owner of doll wants the doll to be like a princess, like a slave, or simply a beautiful doll, she will do whatever she likes. And so the woman is like that, no. As the woman grows, no, as the woman mature, she will be in a position of doll, that the player of the doll is the man, the society, no. She will be dressed up, depends on what the man wants her to be, no. That is why there are women who considered as just as slaves, no. They were considered weak. They were being attributed that they must not enter politics or vote, no, like in the Greece, no, something like that. So women were being driven, no, most of their lives, no, by men in the society. And what makes them more other, different, and inferior is not only about men but also the society, no. Women being inferior to men is is not good treatment already. What more when society gave attributes to them, no. Kumbaga ay yung pagiging other na nga nila sa pagiging inferior nila sa lalaki ay napakasakit na sa kanila nun. Tapos dadagdagan pa ng mga attributes na binibigay ng society sa kanila, mas lalo sila na ibababa, mas lalong nawawalan sila ng parang standing, no, sa sociedad. That is why Simone de Beauvoir concluded, no, that despite of their differences, no, of the two sexes of men and women, they should work together, no, equally. No, they should live together equally. And my essay paper will be like that, will be about the women's experience throughout history, no, with Simone de Beauvoir's The Second Sex. Thank you.